the chairman of Newcastle United fan club in Sierra West Africa. We have a large fan base and we are doing extremely well.
Take me home to the banks of the river Tyne. Take me home to the place that I call mine. It's a place I love best, 'cause it's better than the rest. Take me home to the banks of the river Tyne. Take me home to the banks of the river Tyne. Take me home to the place that I call mine. It's a place I love best. Yes, it's better than the rest. Take me home to the banks of the river Tyne.
بالنسبه لما يجيك ستيف بروس مثلا يحط لك خمسه في خط الدفاع ويلعب مهاجمين
Excuse me,
اللاعبين اللي
وليد.
في النص
What is your VPN?
ما VPN
Yes.
VPN سبايدر VPN.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أهلا بكم في برنامج نيوكاسل مع وليد. طبعا اليوم معنا أحد الضيوف المميزين يوسف قوة من سيراليون من أفريقيا. طبعا واجهتنا بعض المشاكل التقنية لكن ننتظر تتصلح إن شاء الله بعد شوي. Welcome lads and lasses to Newcastle with وليد. We have a special show today with Yusuf Koua, Sieralyon, NUFC Academy and fan supporter over there. We just have some technical issues and hopefully we're gonna fix this soon. طبعا ويكند سعيد للجميع. طبعا احنا متحمسين للفترة القادمة لنيوكاسل في طبعا الدوري الانجليزي ومباراة ايفرتون في 8 من فبراير ان شاء الله الثلاثاء القادم. طبعا في برنامج جديد اسمه مجلس نيوكاسل راح ان شاء الله نبثه مباشر إن شاء الله يوم الثلاثاء الساعة 8 مساء. طبعا راح نتكلم اليوم عن برضو كأس أفريقيا. طبعا اليوم مصر والكاميرون نتمنى التوفيق لمنتخب مصر الشقيق. طبعا عندنا اليوم الأكاديمية في سيراليون اللي راح نتكلم عنها بعد قليل، بس ننتظر نصلح المشكلة التقنية اللي مع يوسف ونرجع لكم إن شاء الله.
So we are doing extremely well, and
Yusuf,
established this.
Yusuf, welcome back. We are just starting now because I think we have some issue with internet. So we'd like to start now. So welcome Yusuf from Sieralyon, from Newcastle Academy and supporter in Port City in Sieralyon. Welcome Yusuf.
Thank you very much, وليد. It's my pleasure to be on the show. Thank you very much to tell the whole world that we have Newcastle United fan club in this part of the world, over 3,000 miles away from England. We are living in Sieralyon, but our hearts are in St. James Park. I want to say thank you very much for that. We have a large fan base and we are doing extremely well. And we came together as members that we said we want to establish a youth academy where in our children, our brothers, children, sisters, and praise be to God, that one has gone far. By now, today, we have 50 players under 12 and under 14, and they are doing extremely well. I sent you the video. You see the skill. It's they are not really under structured academy, but you see.
طبعا للاسف عندنا مشاكل في النت صراحه، لكن ان شاء الله تتصلح بعد شوي.
Skills, they can hold the ball, so the talent is there. I want to know that Newcastle United and fan club in Sierra we are doing extremely well. We have a large fan base. We follow up Newcastle game every weekend, Saturday, Sunday. We are on the internet. Search for them. They are close to our hearts. We have the academy and they are doing well. It's just that when this corona came in, it struck us a lot, and the boys have to stay at home. So it was not easy for us to bring them back. But praise be to God, with the amount of fund we raise, we're able to bring them on board. And I want to tell someone thank a lot. He is Oli Wickens. He is a blogger. He writes articles for Newcastle on NUFC blog on Facebook. When I approached him, I explained to him, he was able to raise £581 and sent it to me here. I use it to buy football training kits, medical kits, and food stuff for the academy boys. And they cried because they don't believe if somebody can relate them here in Africa. So he sent the food stuff for them. He sent the football training kit. We buy them for that. Was 1 year ago. They played. They are doing extremely well. So I want to say thank you to him because he's the first person in the world to acknowledge us. And the second is وليد. So I'm very, very happy. I want to tell the whole world that we have Newcastle fan club in Sieralyon, West Africa, Bow City to be specific. And we have Newcastle United Academy, which is made up of 50 players under 12 and under 14 respectively. They are in Sieralyon, West Africa, but they are doing extremely well. The other thing I want to tell all Newcastle fans in the world, those who have used shirts, Newcastle United shirts, jersey, socks, banner, we are in need of them because to take care of 50 players is not easy. If we can have a global campaign wherein people can donate their jersey, their shirts, sports training kits, football, medical equipment, that they'll be able to put them together and ship them to me, these boys will be very happy to see. The coaches will be very happy to see. Because I think let them operate under Newcastle United now. Because we have other fans. We have Manchester City here. We have Sunderland. We have Arsenal. They have direct connections with their umbrella body in England, and they are helping them greatly. You know, when this COVID came, they sent lots of food, sent food for them. They sent football training kit, medical training. Every season they do that a lot. Some even travel to come and see how the boys are doing. And the vision we have, me and the entire executive, we want to see Sieralyon to be the hub for Newcastle United. In the sense, these youth academy players that are playing for our academy here represent Newcastle. We want to see a structural something that the administration of Newcastle United will say, yes, Yusuf Kowa and his team are doing extremely well. Let us come down to Africa to see these boys, try to arrange a well-structured something because they are not playing like a well-structured environment. You know, they go
Yusuf, I would like to ask you about do you play or the team, the 50 player you have, they are cooperate with the Sierra Leone League, National League, or just like a private academy?
Well, these are small boys. They have their own competition they play. When it's time area competition, we register for them, they play. They are not connected to the Sierra Leone League because the Sierra Leone League is made for adults and above. But they have their own competition they play. We have area competition, township competition, wherein we have hundreds and thousands of people who go and watch them.
Yusuf, what is the story of this this picture. What is the message? Thanks a lot. Hawkins family in UFC blog in England from NFC Youth Academy, Sieralyon.
Yes.
What was that about?
Yes. This is the guy he writes for Newcastle United Football Club in England. I approached him on Facebook. I sent him a message. He was so impressed and excited. So I explained to him the challenges are the constraints academy players are going to. So he was able to launch a campaign, and that campaign
طيب عندنا مشكلة طبعا في الإنترنت. طبعا حسب ما فهمت من يوسف أنهم عندهم أكاديمية فيها تقريبا 50 لاعب. في فريق تحت 12 سنة وفريق تحت 14 سنة. طبعا ما شاء الله يعني يعني شايفين طبعا رغم ظروفهم طبعا الصعبة وعندهم يقول لك نقص في المعدات الرياضية والتجهيزات زي ما احنا شايفين، لكن يعني ما شاء الله يعني معروف أفريقيا بالذات عندهم كثير من المواهب. يعني ما شاء الله يعني من المواهب شفنا احنا طبعا اللي يتابع كأس أفريقيا أما أفريقيا يشوف ما شاء الله نجوم صراحة، يعني أكيد راح يكون لهم شأن كبير في المستقبل. طيب على بال ما يرجع لنا يوسف خلنا نعرض هذا المقطع اللي أرسله لي، مقطع فيديو. Yusuf, welcome back.
Yes.
Yes, mate. I would like to ask about what is the goal for the academy in 2022?
Well, the goal for the academy in 2022, we want to see a structure, because it has started for a couple of years ago. We want to see now a structured academy being supported by Newcastle United Football Association in England, because we want to see this academy grow to such a way that they are now regulated, where in every year they expect to get support from them, to get football training kits, medical kits, and food stuff to keep them together. We want to see this Newcastle United Academy in Sieralyon connect directly in England so that they have that common understanding and they'll be operating under the atmosphere of England. So that is what we want to see. Secondly, we want to see Sieralyon to be a hub for Newcastle United to take care of these players. One day we believed we have talent in Africa. We have the Sadio Mane here. We have the Mohamed Salah in this academy. We have other great Africans who believe if Newcastle United can take care of them well, with the structure, they will represent Newcastle United Football Club in England one day. That is the vision. That is the goal we want to see in this 2022.
From the 50 player you have, who you think, I'm not going to ask the names, but how many players you think he can play in the future in Europe? From those 50, how many players?
I would say over 90%, because they are well talented. They just need the encouragement. They just need the proper training. They are well talented. If these guys have never been to an academy, they can hold ball for themselves, pass from A to B, C, run. So my dream is, or our dream is, to see all of them represent Newcastle United Football Club in England.
We wish you all the luck, Yusuf, about the dream, and hopefully this academy will go bigger and bigger, and you will get the supported that the academy need. Speaking about Sierra team, let's talk a bit about AFCON. How did Sierra did in this competition, Yusuf?
Well, Sierra Leone, we are in Group E, and then went in and as one of the underdogs. We are able to hold and the defending champions and Algeria to a 1-1 draw. We are able to hold an Ivory Coast to a 1-1 draw, and we really tried. It was just for the Equatorial Guinea for us to should have grab a point, but
but yeah, you did Yusuf very well. You draw with Algeria strong team,
yes,
with Ivory Coast, which is a strong team. But what happened with Guinea?
Equatorial Guinea.
Yeah,
yes,
how they beat you? Maybe because the red card. How did it beat you, Yusuf? طبعا واجهتنا مشكلة في الإنترنت، يعني طبعا حكى لي يوسف يعني إنه حتى النت عندنا يعني ما هو يعني بالعادة ما يكون طبعا بهذه الجودة. طبعا شفنا احنا سيراليون في كأس أفريقيا، طبعا يتكلم المركز الثالث، طلعوا من المجموعات مع إنه أدى نتائج والله حلوة، يعني تعادل مع الجزائر، ساحل العاج، لكن خسروا من غينيا أتوقع الاستوائية. يوسف, are you with us?
Yes, I'm with you.
Brilliant. I would like to ask you about how many good players in Sierra Leone team? Who are your which from these players your favorite?
Well, my favorite player here in the Sierra Leone team is Musa Noah Kamara. He's playing in Bo City, the city I'm staying, and he's the best player in the Sierra Leone Premier League. He has 9 goals. He scored the first goal against Ivory Coast. I would like you to look at that goal. That goal is fantastic. It's one of the best goals I've seen in this tournament.
Number 28.
To see.
Number 28.
Yes, number 28. Number 28. He scored the first goal against Ivory Coast, which is superb, a powerful strike, which was so fantastic.
Okay, what about other players?
And the goalkeeper Mohamed Kamara is playing at home here, but he performed extremely well, and that catch him. The first game he won man of the match. Again, he's a good player. The other player I would like to talk about here is Coca. Coca, he plays the centre back. Coca was born in England, and he decided to represent Sierra Leone. He was very outstanding. And Usman Kake, who plays the football in England, also was outstanding. Kelvin Wright, Mohamed Bouya Toure, John Bankole Kamara, all these guys, they play extremely well. It was just rather unfortunate. The opportunity was given by one of the experienced player and Kemokai Kamara, and that make us we went out of the competition. But we're very optimistic, and we'll come in next very strong with a lot of lessons that we'll learn from this one.
طبعا يوسف يمدح لنا المهاجم رقم 28 كمارا، برضو الحارس برضو محمد كمارا اسمه طبعا، ورقم 5 مدافع كالكا. Okay, Yusuf. So, unfortunately, Sierra Leone away from this final quarter-final or semi-final, as we see here. So, Senegal beat Burkina Faso. So, today, big match, Cameroon against Egypt. What's your expectation?
My expectation is going to be a tough match. The reason is Cameroon are they host the competition and the competition is playing in Cameroon. So they're going to have a lot of fans out there. The support is going to be phenomenal. The support is going to be enormous. But mind you, they are playing against Egypt. Egypt is a powerhouse for African Cup of Nations. They have the experience. They have the calibers of players, the Mohamed Salah and others who are well prepared, very optimistic. Egypt are coming into this competition very, very optimistic. But it's not going to be an easy encounter because playing the hosts inside Cameroon, the fans are going to be with them. The mentality, everybody will be going for a must win. And in Egypt and in the Cameroon squad, the Vincent Abubakar, the Ikambi, these guys are very strong. The whole team are going to be together. So it's really going to be a tough match, my brother. Very, very tough. And I'll be just going for Salah. After Salah, 7 o'clock Salah, I'll come back and sit to watch. It's going to be an interacting encounter.
So who you think will win, Cameroon or Egypt?
I'll go for Cameroon. The host.
Go for what about the host, of course. But what is the final? Who will win the competition after? At the end.
Well, the final, I'll go for Senegal.
Senegal.
اوكي.
طبعا يتوقع يوسف فوز السنغال، طبعا بالتوفيق لمنتخب مصر ومحمد صلاح ومحمود رزقي ورفاقهم. Okay, let's talk a bit now. Let's talk about Newcastle. Yusuf, how do you think? Did you catch the transfer window, the new signings? What's your take on all of that?
I believed we spend a lot in the markets, and we spend over, I think, every other person in the market. So I believe with this talented player, the guy from Brazil and others, they are going to help us a lot. Definitely, my brother. We're going to bounce, and we're going to bounce high and high. And the flag of Newcastle United, this guy, I've watched his videos, some of his videos on YouTube. He's a phenomenal player. He's a good player. I'm very happy that the team went head and skelter to get him. He's going to add a value to the team, and we're going to perform extremely well. I've gone through the videos on most of these players that Newcastle United will sign. I'm very excited. They are really talented, and I believe they are going to add a lot and lots of value on the team.
Without excluding the new signings, who are your favorite Newcastle player?
Jojo Shevlin.
Shelby.
Yes, I like him very much because for me, he's highly determined when he plays. He has the passion. And Maximi also is also doing a great job. And what I would say now, because we've got all these players on board, it is good now for all of them to come together. They should have one spirit now that we've added new players, and bringing in these new players we've added, we all have to work together and making sure that we ace the flag of Newcastle United up there. I believe they are going to do it.
Do you think? Did you watch Newcastle games this season? All of the games?
No, not all the games. Because
what is last game you watched? What is it? Which last game you watched for Newcastle?
The last game I watched for
last Newcastle game. Which game was?
The last game I watched for Newcastle was the game against this last team they played.
Leeds.
Because
Leeds.
Yes, I went to the village, and the distance is too far to come, so it was enormous. And then I believed we have the talent. Let me tell you, Alwali, the talents are there. It's just to add effort, we can do it. I came in with the under 12 and under 14 and captains. So we came together because we traveled on Honda to come and watch the game. So like, and this COVID restriction, they were not encouraging us to watch the game. So we came, wait after the game finished, people went out, and then we came in and watched. But it was really a very good game. Because this COVID restriction, we don't have television at home. This is I don't have to hide it. I have to say the truth. We go to cinemas, but with the COVID restriction, they have been telling us not to come together. They don't want people to cluster. So what I do, and we have Leicester fans here. So what I do after the game, we go to the cinema and watch, because it's not really easy. The challenge. So this is all what wants to happen. When we should have a structured academy, we should be watching Newcastle United game at our academy compound.
Yusuf, I remember a great player we have in Saudi Arabia. He played with Al Ittihad. I remember his name was I think Kalon.
Mohamed Kalon.
Yeah. You remember Mohamed Kalon?
And Mohamed Kalon is the greatest player of all time for Sierra
Okay, يعني أفضل لاعب في تاريخ سيراليون. يوسف يقول we have a question here from Mr. Badr. He said ask Yusuf about Cameroon organization for this competition. It wasn't good as expected, and what do you think of that? And also he asking do you think E2 was insisting to make this competition in this time was wrong decision or right decision?
For me, it was a wrong decision, because there were a lot of challenges prior to Cameroon for them to host. So many challenges,
challenges like what?
And all that stuff. So it was a wrong decision. They should have extended the time for the Africa Cup of Countries. You know, we have other issue around Cameroon. The English-speaking side of Cameroon, we have people there who are like, they are like rebels. They have issue with the government. So most of the African team, when they are with that scared in their mind that maybe they will attack them, that is one. And even on this the issue of this testing of the player CAF, so many teams have raised concern that the testing kits the Cameroonians are using is fake, because whenever Cameroon wants to play other country, you have so many COVID cases, you know. So it was like it's like for me. Yeah. So many teams have raised up that issue. That when they go to play Cameroon, like for example, Comoros, they have COVID cases and all that. So there was a serious issue with that. But praise be to God that the competition have started, and now we are going to the closing part of it, the closing chapter of it.
Yeah. طبعا هذا جواب أستاذ بدر. Okay, back to Newcastle, Yusuf. Now we have a big game coming Tuesday, 8th of February, which is against Everton. And I believe, you know, they just sacked Rafa Benitez, and they just assigned Frank Lampard. Yeah, what do you think about Lampard? You know, he coached Chelsea before, and now he's coaching Everton against for first game for Everton against Newcastle. So what's your expectation for the game and your take on that?
I believe our players, they coach for Newcastle, they have been together, you know, despite the new people coming in. But for Frank Lampard, it's going to take him time to used to the players or whatsoever. So we are going to be at the edge. We have chance to beat them because he's coming in as a new man, so he has to put things in place. But we already have it. We already have, and the players and the coach are going to be there. Based on the new players we've got, it's just going to be a win-win for us, and we're going to beat Everton United by 2 or 3 goals to nil. I'm very optimistic about that.
Okay, what is the best signing from the 5 we have in Newcastle? Who's the best one?
For me, the Brazilian.
Yeah, Brazilian Bruno Bruno
Yes, amen.
Guimaraes. Wissam here asking when Bruno will come. All sources say Saturday for maybe some COVID quarantine or something.
Yes, I see news for Diego Costa. Some people have started writing on it because he's a free agent. I don't know how far that's gone.
Yeah, actually we hear this rumor. طبعا إشاعة ديجو كوستا تكلمنا عنها أمس. Our friend عبد الحميد saying a question which I believe he mean if I ask you in different يعني maybe different way he would like to know يعني is there any some kind of official between the academy and Newcastle? Did you have some kind of communication? I think this is
No,
عبد الحميد.
no.
يعني
Like I told you,
why you call it Newcastle?
and in the first place, and we don't have any official link between Newcastle United in England and that of Sierra. And secondly, we are Newcastle United fans. We have large fan base. Let me give you the history. And we have an uncle of ours who went to study in England, and he was living around Newcastle United. So when he returned back home, he brought some of these books. He went as far as to snap at MJ's Park. So he brought the idea really to Sierra. He explained to us. So he started growing. When time for games, he took some of us to game to what Newcastle United. You understand? So that was when the idea came in. So we formed the fan base, and I'm currently the chairperson. We decided that if we are fans of Newcastle United, we support Newcastle, we follow Newcastle, we have our kids, our brothers, sisters, and other people's kids. Let them come on board and let them start playing. And we've gone so far to such an extent that today we have players. You see the videos, they are highly talented. They go Saturday, Sunday, they go to the field, have interaction. So the reason why we name it because we are Newcastle United. We want the best. We want Newcastle United to be the best football club in the whole world. To beat the Real Madrid, the Barcelona, and all that stuff. So that is the reason why we name it.
What is the best game did you watch for Newcastle?
The best game for me was against Leeds United. Because I see commitment, I see passion,
Yes.
you know, on that particular game for me. And even one of the under 12 players, he said under 12 captain, he said he wants to be the captain of Newcastle United. And I look at him. He said, yes, I can do it. I said, yes, no dream is too big or small to achieve. If you believe in your dream and he's really talented, he has gone to school. If it was not for that, I should have brought him to speak to you. When he's going to watch this video on YouTube, he's going to be highly excited. These boys are very, very, very optimistic. Very, very optimistic.
Yeah, we are happy, glad to hear this, Yusuf. Mr. Mohammed Bravo asked me where the question. Ask us both, actually. Said, what's your favorite NBA team?
I don't follow NBA. I don't follow NBA.
Well, for me, I like, you know, I like the yellow and purple team, Lakers, I think. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Lakers.
Yeah, the Lakers, because famous. Yusuf, at the end of our show, we just want to know.
People who know them a lot.
Hopefully we get a good connection before we end up our show, because I want to ask you about the last or your message to Newcastle fans, but let's wait the signals to come a little bit better. طبعا يعني الحلقة يعني كانت بتكون أحلى طبعا بالنت، لكن يعني احنا نشتغل باللي موجود، فالمعذرة منكم. يوسف.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, Muhammad says the data. Okay, your message to Newcastle fans.
My message is, I want us all to believe in the new players we've bought, and let us support them in any way through prayer, by watching them, by writing comments on Facebook, by writing articles, by praying for them to succeed. And we believe with this, the team are going to support. The other message I have is, I want the whole world to know, from England to Europe to North America, to Africa, that we have an established Newcastle United fan club here, and this fan club has been able to establish a youth academy which is made up of 50 players under 12 and under 14. But I want to tell them this is not secret. We are living in the third world. We have serious challenge. The academy players need serious challenge. And Al-Walid, I know you are living in Saudi Arabia because I checked. I would like you to tell Saudi fans who are supporters of Newcastle
You can't tell them now. They're watching you on YouTube and Twitter, so you can't tell them now by yourself.
Okay. Well, Newcastle United fans all over the world, from Saudi Arabia, from England, from any other part of the world, I want you to know that we have a fan club in Sierra We have a youth academy, but this youth academy need your support. They need football training kits. They need medical training kits. They need food. But to crown it all, I want everybody who have the chance, who have the opportunity, if you can lead a campaign to raise funds for them, to support them, that would be good. If you can raise Newcastle United jersey, old ones in England or any part of the world, football kits, jersey, stores, boots to play football, if you can raise them all, you can contact Al-Walid. He can reach out to me to find ways how you can able to send them to me here. That is one. And number two, we want to get a structured, like we have a house, a house that will be taking care of all these players. That is a bigger dream we have. And these players will be under our control. When it's time for them to go to school, they go to school. After school, they come back and be under a well-structured academy, which is going to be run by, will be taking care of them, their health, their schooling, their football issue. So we want to get a formidable and a well-structured academy that Newcastle United will rely on. That they have an academy running in Africa that will be taking talent and send them to them so that they can represent Newcastle. So you don't have to go to spend 30, 40, 50 million pounds on players. We just come to Africa, you search, you look, you send scout down here, you see the materials, you see the talents in the West, and then you take them and add value to them. We believe they can do it. We have the Mohamed Salah, we have the Sadio Mane, we have the Vincent Abubakar in this academy we started here in Sieraleo.
All right, Yusuf, thank you for joining us today. It was a pleasure to meet you and talk to you about your academy and NUFC supporter in Sierra Leone. Of course, we'll try to do as much as we can, and we really appreciate your effort, and we wish you all the luck, and hopefully we see some players from the academy. Not necessarily, hopefully Newcastle, but not necessarily just Newcastle, also all the world. And we remember, and I think we have some Ittihad fan. We all remember Mohamed Kalo and how good he was. طبعا محمد he supported الاتحاد. محمد عسيري يقول لنا يوسف انه تذكرون محمد كالون لاعب الاتحاد، يقول افضل لاعب في سيراليون. Thank you, Yusuf.
Thank you very much, my brother. It's my pleasure. Anytime you want to talk to me, I will be at your disposal to talk to you. And anytime I have issue I want to discuss with you, I will message you through Twitter. So it's my pleasure being on the show today. Thank you very much. And everybody here in Newcastle will be very happy to watch this video. And the Youth Academy players will be very excited to watch this video. Thank you very much, Al-Walid, for creating this platform to me, to tell the whole world about our constraints, our challenges, and the great thing we are doing for Newcastle United Football Club. Thank you very much, my brother.
Our honor and our pleasure, and we wish you all the luck. شكرا لكم لمشاهدتكم حلقتنا الخاصة هذا اليوم للمشجع يوسف كوة من سيراليون. طبعا أكاديمية خاصة تحت 14 تحت 12 سنة، وأغلب أو غالبية هذه الأكاديمية تشجع نيوكاسل يونايتد. طبعا حسب ما قال يوسف أنه بسبب عمهم اللي راح نيوكاسل ودرس هناك في السنوات السابقة وجلب لهم الكتب والتيشيرتات آنذاك. شكرا لكم، أتمنى أنه تكون الحلقة عجبتكم، ونراكم إن شاء الله في نيوكاسل مع وليد في الحلقات القادمة.
Take me home.